Hello and welcome to your quick lower body focus yoga sculpt hot girl bodyweight nervy workout. So today we're gonna start on the floor and we're gonna go ahead and come into scorpion. So we're gonna go ahead and come into a T for the arms here, and I have limited space here so my other arm is gonna be slightly bent, but anyways, we're gonna go ahead and slightly reach one leg over the other side. And if y'all have space, unlike me, I have my wall here. If y'all have a wall, you can tap the wall here with the toes, or if y'all can, all the way through on the floor like this other side here. Nice. All right, wherever y'all are, let's go ahead and get started here. And if it doesn't go all the way past through the other side, that's totally fine. See if you can lift it up and see if you can inch it a little bit further. Now, if for some reason your low back feels a type of way, you can just simply raise one leg up, like a little punch in the sky, and then drop it down, and then switch. One leg punches up, and drop it down. All right, keep breathing through it, y'all. Once you get the motion down, really relaxing everything else. Nice deep inhale through the center line here, and then a deep exhalation as that leg comes up and over, or just up, punching the sky. Nice, looking good, y'all. The key here is to breathe deeply and really focus on the muscle groups we're activating, warming up here. Our glutes, our abductor complex, ITBN, hip flexors, all that good stuff here. And a little bit of back, of course, for back posterior. Nice, looking good. Let's go one more on each side right here. And whenever y'all are ready, let's go ahead and flip it on over. We're gonna go ahead and do some windshield wipers real quick. So we'll be on your back here, bending into the knees, and here the hands can either be by your sides here or in a T, whichever one feels comfortable. From here, both knees comes to one side, open through the front line of the hip flexors. And you're gonna feel a nice stretch from the ITBN, the glutes, all that good stuff. And then we're simply just gonna alternate sides. Keep on exhaling as the knees come to one side. Inhale through the center and exhale to switch. And at the center line, making sure to reset the spine, reset the back, make sure that low back does not peel off in the center. And as we switch, it'll peel off a little bit. That's why I wanna make sure reset in the center, activate through the core, and then switch sides. As much as glutes and lower body, we're focusing on that, but your core is also heavily involved in a lot of the exercises we're gonna do today. Nice, looking good. And really breathing deeply here, relaxing your upper body, your head and the neck. If you have any tension in your neck today, feel free to bring it side to side as you're bringing those knees down. Nice, looking good. We'll do last one on each side. Beautiful. And let's go ahead and slowly come out of the floor real quick. And we're gonna go ahead and come into our first exercise for the glutes. We're gonna go ahead and come into our tabletop today. From tabletop, we're gonna go ahead and the left foot is gonna be on the floor. We're gonna make sure the toe of the left is hooked. The right is gonna extend forward. We're gonna point that right leg. From here, you wanna make sure we're bringing that knee towards that same elbow. Again, you don't wanna go all the way through if you find that your back is rounding here. So as much as you can go to try to hit the right elbow. If it doesn't go all the way, no worries. If it does, awesome. But we're gonna be on that one side for 10 reps today. Nice deep inhale to reach and exhaling to bring it through. Nice, awesome work here. And with every movement and every repetition, you should really start to feel that core heating up. Now, if you'd like to take this up a notch and get a little bit deeper here, you can feel free to reach the opposite hand up towards the sky and see and play with your balancing and proprioception training today. So if you'd like, you can raise up. But if that's not your calling today, we could just simply place it back down and stay right here. Nice. Looking good, y'all. We have last 2 on this side, and really lift your leg at the top. And let's go ahead and slowly now switch to the other side. And again, if you want to incorporate the arm here, go ahead and incorporate it. It makes it a little bit more challenging. So it's like a bird dog meets a little crunch in the center, a Spider-Man crunch. Nice. And again, if you find that your head and the neck at any time has more tension than usual, you can simply just look down towards your fingertips or the mat or on the floor, wherever you are, and see if that can help a little bit alleviate that neck tension if you do start to feel it, especially in our tabletop position. Sometimes we do feel some sensations that we may not feel in other positions. So really just listening to your body again, really just challenging your core, your legs, your glutes, all that good stuff right here. Nice. Looking good, y'all. We have 2 more on this side. Last one right here. And let's go ahead and slowly now open those knees up. Come into a mini child's pose real quick. Just relaxing the head and the neck, your back, your hips, just melting your spine here. Nice. Looking good, y'all. And we'll take 2 full, complete, nice deep inhale through the nose. And deep exhalation out through the mouth here. With every breath, really softening your body and melting your spine and your hips down. Nice. On your next inhalation, let's go ahead and slowly come back into our standing position by slowly transitioning down on your knees, standing back up, and we're gonna come into our squats today. So we're gonna go ahead and come into, I'm gonna turn forward and side view so you can see both views, but we're gonna go ahead and start in a chair position today. So chair is kind of like a basic squat, right, in our yoga flow. So we're gonna go ahead and come into a beautiful squat here, making sure that your knees do not go over those toes here, sitting your hips nice and back, engaging into those hamstrings and those glutes, of course, and the quads. From here, we're gonna have a hip distance for the toes, and from here, we're gonna go ahead and rise up those arms overhead, making sure that the arms are not down and making sure they're not super high up where your back is caving here or arching. So you wanna make sure that your biceps are relatively towards your ears here. Hold for a second, and then today we're gonna go ahead and kick it back. So without raising all the way up into our standing position, we're gonna take our right leg back. We're gonna come into a beautiful lunge position, and you can go ahead and bring your torso back into a neutral position. So now we are here in a beautiful lunge position, opening the chest, all that good stuff. And then we're gonna return back into our squat. Coming back into our left side now, so switching sides, opening through the chest, especially as we step that leg back. Now coming back into center, squat, chair, and coming back, beautiful stretch for the front line here. And at your own comfortable pace, we're just gonna keep flowing through it right here. So lunging back, coming back, keep it nice and low the whole time. So making sure you don't come up all the way, especially as we transition. That way you're really gonna start to feel your legs and a little bit of heat in the arms. If you do find that it's a little too much for the upper body today, just simply bring your arms back down and bring it behind you. So you still engage that core and a little bit of back today. We are focusing on back posterior chain here as well. So you wanna make sure you're still incorporating your upper body just a tiny bit, but focus is on the lower half. Nice. And let's go one more on the other side. Breathing here. Exhale to step it back. Inhale, coming back into chair now. And let's go ahead and we're gonna do a twist. So bringing your feet just a little bit closer now, a little closer than hip distance. We're gonna go ahead and come into a spinal twist. So we're gonna switch. We're gonna go ahead and bring that elbow towards the outside of the outer thigh. So we're gonna go ahead, I'm on my left hand, right leg. We're gonna twist, exhale here, making sure that you're not coming down, right? We're not shrimps today, so you wanna make sure you extended through the back here as much as you can. Squeeze through the upper back. Exhale here to twist. Feel your obliques working here with your legs. And then inhale back into chair. Now we switch. Hands in namaste and switch. Pause for a second here. Bring it up and alternate. Nice. Looking good, y'all. And again, if you find that it's a little too much for the legs, you can shake it off just a tiny bit. Again, this workout is a very, very quick workout, so it is gonna be quite intense in a very short amount of time. So just taking your time here, but also listening to your body if you do need to take a pause for a second. Nice. Let's go, last one on each side right here. Really sinking nice and deep into your chair today. Beautiful. And let's go ahead and come back into chair. Again, you can keep your hands up or behind. We're gonna do some calf raises. So lifting your calves, heels up off the floor. Inhale all the way back down, exhaling to lift. And again, you can also have your hands in a prayer position if that feels good. But the main thing here is to make sure you're sitting your hips nice and back so you can get a little bit lower with every single rep right here. The main focus is on the lower part of the leg now, and also coming into our feet. So keeping a nice foundation with our feet today. We don't usually bring attention into our feet health, feet strengthening, and ankle strengthening. So this is also really, really good for that. Nice, looking good, y'all. Let's hit last 2 reps right here. And on your next repetition, lift the heels up. Now coming into squats. So coming into nice deep inhale towards the floor. Exhale to rise up just a little bit. So just half repetitions, not full, right? We don't want to come all the way up, just really, really nice and low the whole time. And you can have your hands, again, in front of you or behind you. Nice. Looking good. We're at the finale right here. Keep breathing through it. I know it burns. We're almost done. We have 3. Keep breathing. Go a little bit deeper and lower for last one right here. You got it. And let's go ahead and slowly recover. Whew, let's go ahead. Bring your right hand to meet the right foot, stretching out into that right thigh. Whew, it should feel so, so nice. You should feel a nice activation through the hip flexors and the quads, all that good stuff. And if you'd like to take this a little bit deeper here, and if you have a wall too, and you like to support yourself, coming into a full extension into dancers. So feeling a nice stretch through that quad and those hip flexors, and also a little bit of glutes in this one. But if you're here, totally fine as well. I just like to give different options and variations for those of us who would like to take things deeper today. Nice. And on your next exhalation, let's go ahead and slowly release that hand and the leg, switching sides right here. And again, if you also want to experiment with dancers and you're gonna feel a little wobbly, feel free to grab that wall and get a little bit deeper. Or if you have a chair or sofa or wherever you are and you want to do that method too, anything really to support into dancers if needed. Beautiful. I'm so, so proud of y'all. If y'all have been doing this series, it is a little bit different than a traditional yoga flow. And if y'all like yoga classes, I also have some videos that I've done before, so make sure to check those out as well. And let's go ahead and come into our last little cool down here exercise. We're gonna go ahead and come into our figure 8. And again, you can do this on the floor if you'd like. You can come into a seated position, coming into here, and getting a nice stretch through the glute and the back posterior chain here. Or coming back up or staying and standing into right here. Really feeling a nice external lateral stretch here. It should feel so, so nice. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and slowly switch to the other side here. Nice deep inhales and exhales here. I hope that y'all enjoyed this workout as much as I have fun putting these together for y'all. And thank you so, so much for joining this workout today. I will see y'all for the next one. If y'all have been following this series, see y'all for day 4. Bye y'all.